drinking?
Today we're drinking an Amarone.
When you say we, you mean you, because I don't have any. Whoa.
Yeah, that's quite enough.
Trying to get me drunk.
For you.
What is this? Amarone?
This is red wine from northeastern Italy. We call Amarone della Valpolicella.
Gesundheit.
And this one we opened last night to accompany a delicious deep dish pizza that was over 2 inches.
How many have you had to drink today?
At least 2.
At least 2. Okay. So tell me about this Amarone.
Amarone is a special kind of wine because of its unique style of production, whereby the grapes are picked as usual, harvested, and then they're actually laid out in the sun and raisinated.
Raisinated?
Yes.
That's not even a word.
The grapes are dried out in the sun and turned into raisins.
Okay.
And that juice is then made into wine.
The raisin juice.
Raisin juice. So if you think about how much pulp and juice there is in a typical, table grape.
I've never thought about how much pulp or juice is in a table grape.
Do you ever think about?
No. I see a grape and I eat it. I don't try to do any sort of analysis on how much juice I could get out of it.
Well, the pulp is where all of the wine juice comes from. And in this particular form of wine production, the pulp is dehydrated because it's been dried out in the sun and made into raisins. And so it's far less juicy. It's very, very, very concentrated. So that does a number of things for the wine production. Number one, very small production, right? Think about the amount of juice that comes out of a raisin versus the amount of juice that comes out of a normal grape.
And I know that because all the math I do when I'm sitting there with table grapes.
When you're eating the California raisins and you're like, there's virtually no juice.
Is that how you eat a raisin?
Yeah, just that.
Okay. That's weird.
Small production. Number two, very labor intensive. All of these things then lead to a more expensive wine. So Amarone in general is a very decadent, very special occasion style of red wine that starts at about $40.
This is a $40 bottle of wine?
This is not, but this category of wine starts at about $40.
So how much did this wine cost me?
This original retail bottle cost probably about $65 to $70.
Okay.
And when I do my wine shopping, as most of us do, I seek out values, and when there are clearances, for example, I will always pick up some Amarone at, say, 40 to 50 to 60% off because the value is extraordinary. So this bottle, you can see from this actually sticker here.
No one can see that.
I can see that it retailed at $29.99, which is a remarkable value.
It was $65.99 and it was marked down to $29.99.
It was. Oh. So you couldn't.
How could you not
buy it?
Right.
You had to buy it. Right. This is a 2007 vintage. Amarone is one of those that does age very well. Over time, the very intense, ripe sweetness of the wine sort of dissipates and it evolves into this lush, velvety, very decadent style of soft, voluptuous
Are you still talking about the wine?
It's very soft and voluptuous. So last night I had a couple glasses of this with deep dish pizza, and
Pepperoni.
it was the finest vintage of pepperoni. And we vacuum sealed it with the Vacuvin, which I'm a really big fan of. It's a pump that takes out all the excess oxygen, which is what makes a wine deteriorate, right?
Yes, of course.
And put it in the fridge overnight. And then this afternoon, as I was cooking, I took it out of the fridge and set it out on the counter and brought it up to proper temperature. And here we are with the leftovers, which we had with a really, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, really fucking delicious.
Language.
Pressure cooker, short ribs.
It was good, but I don't know if I would swear.
You wouldn't?
No, it was pretty fucking good.
It was really good. Short ribs in a pressure cooker. And
with potatoes.
With potatoes, and on the side some sauteed green beans. I wish that I could show our studio audience.
Our studio
dinner.
audience?
They're out there.
You mean Duncan and Layla?
Yeah, they're
sleeping?
Still vulturing for the leftovers.
It was very good.
It was very good. Do you like this wine?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's very mild.
Why do you say that it's mild? Is it not very dry?
I don't know. It doesn't hit you right up front with a big flavor explosion.
If one remembers from episode 1, when we discussed tannin.
I don't remember yesterday.
Okay. The tannin was the banana peel episode.
Oh yeah, where you said you eat banana peels?
Right.
Or you accidentally bit into banana peels.
Right. Do you find this wine very tannin-y?
Tannin-y? No, not really. I mean, yes, I do.
No, you don't.
No,
really.
I don't.
You don't find it very tannin-y.
Right, because there's no banana peel in here.
But you like it better than you like the average red wine that I force on you?
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you admitted on this recording to our millions of viewers that you force red wine on me. I'm just going to say it right now. #me too.
Sorry. I never want to make you uncomfortable.
Okay. Apology accepted.
Speaking of making you uncomfortable, I brought home yesterday from the grocery store these wasabi peas. And I've been trying ever since to get you to eat one.
You know I don't like spicy food.
Will you eat one, though, for our illustrious viewers?
Yeah.
It's not going to go well with this wine.
Well, then why am I supposed to drink it with? Or eat it with?
It's for my entertainment, really.
All right, give me one. I gotta get prepared.
You're already coughing.
I am.
You're already coughing, and it's like it's just placebo.
You just bite it or chew it?
You just eat the pea. It's not a big deal.
That is grounds for divorce. Oh my gosh.
I should get you probably some lemonade or some Coca-Cola.
You should probably get yourself a lawyer is what you should get. It's actually not bad. It's like, bam, right up front.
It's like, boom, wasabi, and then it just kind of softens into this, like...
My nose is running already.
Creamy. Jeez. Usually, wasabi peas are mixed into some kind of, like, mix. So there's usually something that softens the bite of the spice of it.
I'm sweating.
Let
me try another.
Oh.
I just want to see. It was bad, like, right up front, but then it, like, just totally dies out. Oh, yeah, see, Duncan doesn't like that either.
Duncan is not into wasabi.
Duncan's like, don't do it, Dad. It's a trap. Yeah, let's do wasabi peas.
It's delicious, right?
No, it's not. It's not delicious. It's more like a party trick because the flavor's not that good.
It tastes like wasabi. It tastes like crunchy wasabi.
Yeah, because I don't taste any pea in there whatsoever.
Are you?
Phrasing.
How familiar are you with the taste of pea?
Exactly. I wouldn't say I'm very familiar with it, but
usually with wasabi, there's like some seafood,
right,
and rice, and then like a ginger cleanser. But this is just—it's
like a dehydrated pea.
Just harsh wasabi reality.
It's not good, folks. Don't even.
We're not gonna have any more of those today.
We had potato chips last time. That was good.
That was a better food pairing overall. Right. And I think in general you were far happier with champagne than with this red wine.
Yes. And Duncan wants to try some, right, Duncan?
Hey, Duncan.
Oh, he's a good boy.
So this is the red wine of the week, really. This is the best thing I've opened.
Amarone, Campo de Gili.
This is Campo de Gili from Tenuta San Antonio, which is not a huge name in Valpolicella, but it is an affordable.
If you could find it on markdown.
If you can find it at 50 to 60% off, which I did.
So what would cause this wine to be marked down like that?
Just
this
time.
Is 2007, so.
This is a 2007 vintage, and I probably bought this, I'd say, 2 maybe years ago. But it does hold up and age quite well. It evolves in very interesting fashion. And as a generality, Amarone isn't a very big, muscular, tannic wine to begin with. It's not like Cabernet. It's not like Barolo. It's not like Bordeaux. It's just over time, it does soften up, especially that very intense sweetness. Now, the other thing to touch on very briefly about this style of wine is when we talk about the science of fermentation again, sugar converts to alcohol, right? So the more sugar left remaining in the grapes, the higher the alcohol content, probably. And when you think about the more sugar there are in these sun-dried raisinated grapes, it's going to translate to a higher alcohol wine. So Amarone is a little bit higher than most. This one in particular is sitting at a pretty 16% ABV, which is about where most maybe Barossa Shiraz or California Zinfandels sit.
ABV, alcohol by volume.
Correct.
Oh, I'm so good at this.
You're so smart. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Anyway, this went very well with our 2 to 2 1/4 inch deep dish pizza last night, as well as our pressure cooker short ribs tonight, and is now just a very nice way to finish up the lovely weekend we had.
How much has the pressure cooker changed your life?
I would say 165%.
Is that the best purchase we made of 2000? When did I get that? 2016, I think, right? Right at the end? Maybe 2017.
No, it was early 2017 because you got it for me for Valentine's Day.
Yeah. You like to cook.
But you got it ahead of Super Bowl Sunday so that I could make us some delicious Super Bowl tacos, which I did.
Right. Because I remember Jeff Chang, who works at Identitropy.
Thanks, Jeff Chang.
Had talked to me about it when we were out in New Jersey for one of my business trips. And I immediately ordered it right there from the table. And they didn't have the base one. So, of course, I had to get the Bluetooth one.
Right. And then I can control it with my iPhone.
Have you ever controlled it with your iPhone?
No.
Right.
Never.
Neither have I. But it was the only one that was available at the time. And then it was like the big gift this year was like the pressure cooker for Christmas. So We're kind of a trendsetter. I'm
Right.
not afraid to say it.
We're about one Christmas ahead
Mm-hmm.
on kitchen technology. The previous year, you got me the Anova immersion circulator, which we like, but I don't use as often as the pressure cooker.
Because it's slower.
It takes a long time.
But it's really good. It works really well.
It does work really well.
Super juicy meat.
Yeah, very happy with it. It's just like
It just takes too long.
It just takes too long, and but I enjoy the food when I cook with it. And then I would say that this Christmas, you once again got a step ahead of most with the
mugs.
Yeah.
The Ember mug.
Ember battery operated ceramic mug for the kitchen and thermal travel mug.
Mm-hmm. And what do these mugs do?
They keep my coffee or tea warm.
And you set it to a certain temperature and it stays that way for a couple hours?
Mm-hmm. About an hour is my experience with both Ember mugs, both the at home and the travel. The battery lasts about an hour, but then you charge it. Basically, it means the last sip of coffee in the morning is the same temperature as the first sip of coffee, which is quite a delight. And I'm quite the envy of everyone in the office. Uh-huh. So that'll be the next big gift for next Christmas. Those of you in the market for kitchen technology gifts should check out.
So if you're a coffee drinker or a tea drinker, would you say it's worth it? Depending on what you pay for it?
I would say that the at-home mug is definitely worth it.
The travel mug is?
The travel mug
situational?
Is very highly situational. I have an extra charger now, like at my desk at the office, where I can keep it and then make it. The travel mug is good. I haven't quite utilized it to its full potential yet, but at home, the Ember mug is a game changer for sure.
For coffee or tea.
Coffee or tea, because at night, sometimes before bed, I have some nice herbal peppermint or sleepy time herbal tea. Mm-hmm. And it keeps it nice and hot. And
just like you.